All right. So, real quick, I wanted to go over why I think that Eleg might not be the best. I she might not be the best for you to pull if you're someone that has a certain set of units. I'm still pulling because of waifu reasons, but if you're pulling for meta reasons, uh, I don't think that she'll be necessary if you have
Goddess of
you know,
victory, Nike.
some of these units. Okay,
May
so
this
first off,
time
we have to
last forever.
discuss the fact that Eleg is a burst 2, meaning that she would have to, be a burst 2 on one of these teams, meaning that she would have to either interrupt Tia and Naga, she would have to either interrupt Blanca Noir, she would have to interrupt Dala, or she would have to interrupt Summer Helm should be on this team. But yeah, she would have to
I'll do
interrupt
whatever I
one of
can
those
to help.
four. Because you need CDR, so you need litter and volume on either one of these two teams. They're really, they really are interchangeable, but I like to have a litter here for that extra protection on Tia's cover. So they are interchangeable, and then obviously these two are also very interchangeable. You just want CDR for a team to be competitive. You really, really, really want that team to have CDR. My window is open, so if you hear some background noise, so I apologize. But yeah, like I was saying, a team really wants CDR to be useful. So you have the two burst twos here, you have the two burst ones here, leaving this team as like Dorothy is going to be the last CDR unit. By the way, this advice does not apply to whales. I've seen whales go into like a solo raid and do like 2-3 million damage with a team without any CDR, just because they have all of their freaking units like max cord and like max abilities and like everything. But for the majority of us that don't have that, you really do need CDR if you want to even be competitive, because having CDR in your team composition will allow you to average around an extra burst every single match, at least one extra burst per match, and just from those like 3 or 4 seconds that you save, um by not having to wait uh for those 3 or 4 seconds between like every single burst. So she can't, she can't go on this team because of Blanc. She can't go on this team because of Naga. She can't go on this team because of the CDR from Dala, and she can't go on this team because of the CDR from Helm. Meaning that she would have to be going on this team. She would have to. And some people are like, yeah, she seems to have really good synergy with Dorothy. There's a problem though. As you can see, on the last bullet fire team, oh, and by the way, these are like the three best teams in the game. These these are just they're they're just existing, but Dala and Helm need to be on these last two teams. So it doesn't matter what the other units are. Your burst twos have to be here, meaning that the only burst two that is interchangeable is this one, and you have to really, really go and look. Elegg is really useful. I don't think that she's more useful than Marciana, cause what that would mean. Okay, if you have the units to make, in the best possible teams. So say you have Helm, you have Dala, you have Blanca Noir, and then you also have Tia and Naga, and then you also have like Dorothy and that Privity. Okay. For this team, you would want a last bullet fired unit. There are multiple problems with putting Eleg or Eleg, I believe it is, like electric, electricity. It's like that. Um, So yeah, Eleg, there's multiple problems with her. One off in her skill one and also in her skill two, it's off of the amount of bullets that she fires, meaning that you want her to be, firing as many bullets as possible in rapid succession. You don't want her to have to cut the amount of bullets that she's firing in half because of privity. You want her to have more ammo, not less. Uh, and the other parts of her kit, she does increase the amount of damage that like Dorothy will be doing, and she does also increase the amount of burst that you'll be doing by 1 by automatically filling your burst gauge instantly as soon as the boss appears. She also, every single time that you pop her burst, increases the entire team's damage by giving a defense down. And then she has, she has damage. So she has an extra burst, she has defense down, she has increased damage into Dorothy, and then she has an attack support, which I believe stacks. It doesn't say that it stacks, but it doesn't say that it's not stackable either. And you also have projectile damage. The problem is, if you run that on this team, you get rid of all sustain, because Marciana is the thing that is keeping this team alive. For the last solo raid, this team was doing so much damage because we could just focus on offense because Marciana was keeping us alive. All of the hits that we were taking from like the crystal chamber and stuff, we didn't have to worry about because like Marciana was here. If you get rid of Marciana and replace her with Elegg, you get rid of all sustainability on this team. Your team all of a sudden has no sustainability. Because, and Privity has to be here, because, it's a last bullet fire team. Dorothy has to be here because, she's a last bullet fired unit. Her CDR works off of last bullet fired, and also her, her this just activates every like 20 seconds. But yes, these two, the damage to parts and the cooldown reduction, activate on the last bullet fired. Anise is here because she is the strongest last bullet fired unit. And then on top of that, what you would want to do is you would want to run an electric unit. Hold up. That is a DPS, so an electric attacker. Because what Anise does, Anise increases all electric code allies attack and also reload speed. Meaning that if you have an additional electric DPS on this team, she'll be buffing them even more than they're already getting buffed from like the other units. So you want an additional electric DPS on this team, meaning that the only open spot would be Marciana, and Marciana is the sustainability for the entire team. If you want to get rid of your sustainability, I mean, it's okay, I guess. I can't guarantee that your team will survive because every single hit that your team, if you remove Marciana, every single hit that your team now takes is now permanent damage because you cannot heal it back up. So every single hit that they take is now permanent. So I feel like Marciana is kind of necessary because she is the healer and the sustainability for the entire team. Meaning I don't know how useful Elegg will be if you already have, if you have Blanc Noir, Tia Naga, Helm, Dala, and then you also have, a good like last bullet fire team. I don't think that it's smart. If you don't have Marciana, I think that she's fine to go for. But if you do have Marciana, I do not think that she's okay to go for. I think that it's a very stupid thing to go for her because this is for people that care about meta. I don't care about meta. I'm summoning anyway. I care about waifu. But for the people that, are going for meta, I don't think that you should be summoning for her if you have Marciana. Because Marciana, she's just going to be a better option. And with that being said, that was the point that I wanted to make in this video. And I don't think I have anything else left to say. So if you enjoyed or learned something, a like, share, comment, subscribe, all that jazz would be appreciated. If not, I appreciate you guys just coming and watching the video. Now, I gotta go because I got school in like an hour, so I gotta leave in like 30 minutes. So I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.